Let's talk about some ways that you can calm and ground your central nervous system. Why would you want to do this? Well, for lots of reasons really, but predominantly one, to de-stress, and two, connect more with your soul. When we're in alignment with that soul energy, it's of love and bliss and happiness and understanding and acceptance and very much feeling good. When we are in stress mode, that fight or flight, we're reactive, we can't handle things as well, and we just don't listen to our intuition because we're too busy, in theory, running away from the tiger. Now, in this day and age, we do seem to be more stressed than necessary to the actual incident at hand. Often, many of us sit in that fight or flight state for hours, days, weeks, months, even years, without coming back to the calm of the balance that we ought to have on a natural basis. Take a dog, for example. They're cool, calm, collected. Should they hear a burglar or anything that could be attacking themselves or their owner, they go into that fight or flight and they attack and they charge up accordingly to the situation. Now, what happens after they've reacted and they've scared off the burglar or whatever it may be, they come back. They rest again. They don't stay barking for weeks and years on end. They simply turn off and on when they need to. And we need to be able to have some ways that we can do this too. So today I've got 3 processes, super quick, actual physical things you can do to help bring your nervous system into a calm state more regularly so that you feel grounded and centered. Therefore, you'll react from a more sensible, cool, calm, collected space. So the first one I want to share is when we feel emotional or when we feel really heady from the emotions that we might have been experiencing over recent days. This one's really simple. We simply rub the hand over the forehead from left to right, simultaneously tapping on top of the head. Whilst doing this, take 3 breaths in and out. Voila, complete. It just takes the edge off those emotional charges. Now the second thing you can do is a left-right brain crossover. So cross your ankles over one another, left over right, right over left, whatever works for you. Wrists in front of each other like this, and interlace your fingers, wrap them around and back to your chest. If that's too difficult because you have big biceps or something, simply sit with the hands in your lap like this. Close your eyes, kick back into a chair and relax. In this space, be with what is stressing you at that time. Simply allow it to dissolve, and then something else may rise after you take the first layer of stress off. Be with that next thought process. Allow it to disperse. Something else may come up. Allow it to disperse. And stay in that space for as long as you feel called to do so. Even 30 seconds is beneficial, whatever feels right for you at the time. It can also be great to help you switch off your brain at night when you can't get to sleep. Now, the third process is called sun and moon breathing. And this one's about, once again, balancing the central nervous system by working with the positive and negative energies and influences from Mother Nature. So what we do is we put our 2 fingers on our third eye. You don't have to, you can put them down below, but this is the point of focus. Keep your focus in your mind when you close your eyes on that point. Now, with your thumb over one nostril and your other fingers over your other nostril. What you're going to do here is begin by breathing in through one nostril, closing that nostril, opening the other, breathe out. Breathe in the same nostril and breathe out the opposite. Back in. Now in this process, simply get into a rhythm of a certain number of counts, maybe 4 or 5. So you breathe in for 4 or 5, hold for 4 or 5, out for 4 or 5, in for 4 or 5. You can hold in between breaths if you feel that would suit you, or you can simply release. In, out, through the opposite nostril. If you can do this process for 10 minutes, it is incredibly calming and chilling. Simply breathe in one, out the other, in the same, out the other, back in. There you go, guys. 3 easy, free, powerful techniques to get you in your calm. Follow your bliss and you'll be on your way to your greatest happiness. Ciao.